that goes from something nice and fresh and refreshing. Fuck's sake. Oh. I'm really sorry, guys. Usually that like starts going, but now I'm fucked up. Okay, I can get through a fucking intro. Okay, outro. Kia ora and welcome to another episode of Experience Bar, where we're turning video games into cocktails. My name is Jack and I'll be showing you how to make a drink that is super hot. Super hot.
Super hot.
Hot switch from SUPERHOT. Let's get started. So, the hot switch comes in two parts. The first part is going to be a simple vodka sour, and the second part, I'll get to that when you need to know about it. First up, the vodka sour. For this, you're going to need 2 ounces of vodka. Any old vodka will do. Doesn't have to be particularly expensive. Don't use Grey Goose for this. Smirnoff or Ivanov will be perfectly okay. 2 ounces of that. Follow it up with 3/4 of an ounce of simple syrup and 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice. Pop the top on. Give it a good shake. Now once you've done that, strain it into a separate vessel and just pop it aside. For the rest of the drink, what you're going to need is one of these small little bottles. As you can see, I've already filled this one in. This is just a plastic bottle of those little, like 30 to 60 ml bottles that you can get at the bottom of liquor stores or in mini bars. Just rip the label off like I have here and you'll end up with something like this. Now, the drink that is inside this it's kind of a Negroni variant. That's at least where it began, but every single ingredient is ever so slightly different. So what's in here is equal parts silver tequila, Aperol, and creme de cassis. If you're a fan of Negroni, you will know that this is usually gin, Campari, and sweet red vermouth. So this is vaguely similar, but that's what's in here, okay? You need to pop it in one of these bottles for reasons that you'll see in a moment. Once you've prepared that, you're gonna need a margarita glass. Any glass will do, but ideally the margarita glass, because it has this little well at the bottom, which is gonna be very useful. Grab your strained drink and just fill the well. And at this point, you're gonna need to grab some crushed ice. Grab or make some crushed ice. I recommend making it kind of fresh, otherwise it melts, which is why we're only doing it now. So be right back.
Super hot.
This next bit is going to require a little bit of finesse, okay? So, got your little prepared bottle. You're gonna take the cap off. And if you're still kind of going with the whole social distancing things, you will not want to make this for somebody else. But if you're making it for yourself or someone within your bubble, you can still do this. So, pop your finger over the top, right? And just into the well. You'll see that the liquid is not spilling out. This is because of physics that I cannot adequately explain, but all you need to know is if you leave it like this, it will not come out. This is important for the presentation of the drink. At this point, as you can see from our wonderful continuity error, a bag has magically appeared on the table. This is filled with crushed ice that we are going to carefully, again, I'm using bare hands because there's no one who's drinking this except for me, and we are going to just fill our glass with this, spilling it all over the table as much as we can. That's a very important step. And then once you've got it all nicely filled up, what we're going to do is strain in the rest of the vodka sour that we made earlier. Lovely. At this point, you've got a drink that is ready to go. You've got the bottle in here, and you've got your 2 separate cocktails, nicely separated, not mixing just yet. But the real presentation of this drink is when you actually start to drink it, because, as you'll see when we begin, they will start to mix, they will start to change, they will start to flow into each other, and this will slowly begin to dissolve into 2 completely separate but combined cocktails. But before we get to drinking it and showing off that cool effect, we have to say thank you. So here's to all of our patrons who help make these drinks happen. In particular, here's to Danny Stone, my wife. Thanks for the drink, babe. Cheers. Right, so as you drink this, it will change from this kind of bright, refreshing vodka sour into the kind of hearty, flavorful Negroni variant that I've come up with here. Now, we've tried to capture the two main colors of Super Hot here, with the kind of whitish, brightish, clean color of the vodka sour, right through to the red, which kind of infects the game as time goes on. And I've also tried to make it represent the change in the game that comes about as a result of you getting the hot switch ability, right? As soon as you get that opportunity to kind of possess other enemy characters in the game, it completely changes the mechanics of how you play. Instead of just trying to eliminate people as quickly as possible before they eliminate you, you're now thinking far more about your positioning. Super Hot as a game it's simple in idea, but very difficult to master, which in my opinion makes it an exceptionally good game. And there you have it, the hot switch from Super Hot, a drink that goes from something bright and refreshing into something a little darker and more flavorful with a little bit more depth, much like the game itself. Hope you guys have enjoyed yourself as much as we have. I'm Jack, this has been Experience Bar. You guys can catch us on Discord, on our subreddit, on our Twitter, on our Facebook. Anywhere that you guys are, we are too. So hope to see you there, but until then, cheers.